So Meta is a countdown artist, video game reviewer, and commentary bandwagon who has recently gained criticism for making poor arguments towards Disney haters. I am not here to cover those videos though, since fellow commentators Slayer, Miroki, River, and Cherry Blossom have already done that for me. No, today I'll be covering one of his community posts, because this is truly something else. Also, I got Furry Lizard Man Jack Lockstyle to read the post for me, so y'all who aren't using your eyes can still follow along.
I'm so mad right now. I was just beginning to think that maybe I was treating the Disney hate base too harshly. But no, it turns out that they're still as toxic as I thought. And just when it looked like Elemental is finally getting the respect it deserves, the toxic hate brats are always coming up with new ways to anger me. Hate brats. That's a new descriptor to call them by. We just started and I'm already feeling the salt.
This is literally just a community post. It does not display any toxic behaviors. All it shows me is that people in Galaxy Geek's audience don't like Elemental. Oh no, the horror. It's almost like different people enjoy different things. Just because some people don't like a movie, that doesn't make them toxic. It just means that their tastes are different from yours. Now, am I saying that Elemental haters are rational people? I mean, maybe they aren't, but your evidence doesn't display this. You can put up to 5 images on a community post. If the evidence really did exist, you should have no problem with presenting it. Also, make sure to censor usernames in order to prevent harassment.
I'm not trying to come off as someone who can't respect opinions.
Well, your intentions mean jack all when you're this obnoxious over someone not liking a movie.
But why do they have to be this horribly toxic and bratty about it? And without even listing off a single reason as to why they have such an unhealthy hatred towards the movie.
Well, first of all, this is a community post, not people actually reviewing the movie. It's just supposed to be people displaying their general thoughts about the movie, like brief opinions in the comments, and the overall consensus on the poll. You can't really expect people on a community post to be giving in-depth criticisms, even in the comments. But even then, there are people in the community post comments who did give reasons for not liking it. For example, here's a comment under the community post implying that the movie is overall generic. And here's another comment saying that the movie should have put more focus on the story and characters. These are criticisms under the community post. They may not be super elaborate or even valid, though I cannot speak on validity because I haven't seen Elemental myself, but they are still reasons to dislike the film. But what about people who dislike the film outside of the community post? Your criticisms were in direct relation to the community post. They should have something to do with the community post. And then a day later, Meta makes a follow-up community post, and it is truly something else.
Everyone, just to clarify, it's not the fact that people don't like Disney that I take issue with. I'm sorry if I gave off the impression that I don't respect the opinions of other people. I'm not trying to be the next Bieber lover 1234.
I have no idea who this is.
Because I do understand that you can't please everyone. I'm just sick of the haters being toxic and hating modern Disney for the sole purpose of hating it.
Given the negative reviews that the movie got, they probably have reasons to dislike the movie, as in not hating the movie just to hate it. Plus, I already provided evidence that people actually have reasons for hating it, but I've already made that point clear. Even then, you haven't proven that people are hating on Disney just to hate it. In fact, you haven't proven anything with this community post, given how this one doesn't even have screenshots.
Heck, earlier today I was even accused of being a child groomer just for defending Disney. Yikes! That went from 0 to 100 real quick. This is still about someone getting butthurt over people not liking a children's cartoon animation studio, yeah? That just proves that the hate base is worse than you can imagine, if they're even going to sink as low as to call me a child groomer. Again, no one is required to agree with my opinion. I'm just sick of them being this obnoxious about it. Well, that was a whiplash of the century if I ever saw one.
Or it just proves this guy is a very unhinged individual who needs to touch grass. Their actions are not indicative of most people who simply just dislike Elemental and Disney as a whole. One individual a hate base does not make. Plus, this example is nitpicking, a fallacious tactic where you pick out the absolute worst individuals to represent a group. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Good night, gamers!